Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz,
I'm Chris.
I'm Scott.
and we're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community.
I was 100% not ready, but it's fine.
This episode is brought to you by StreamJoy. Sound better, play better. Check it out because I haven't talked to the rest of the guys, and I forgot to mention this, but soon enough we will be having an affiliate link.
Seriously?
Yeah. Sorry, guys, I dropped the ball on that one. We will be having an affiliate link that will be on the link tree, or also hopefully in our. Well, we're doing the link tree in the description, right?
I assume so, yes.
Yeah. So as soon as we get that on there, we will get where you can go order from StreamJoy and let them know that we sent you. We had one of our Patreon supporters, Will. He is on a social media hiatus. He ordered and he was like, "Well, how do we let them know?" And I was like, "I'll screenshot it and put it up." So I screenshotted our text message, put it up, and StreamTree was like, or not StreamTree, StreamJoy. I don't know how we got String Tree. We're mixing things up. StreamJoy messaged me. I was like, "Hey, we're starting this thing. You want to in on it?" I was like, yeah. Does a bear shit in the woods? So we are going to be doing that here soon. News to the other two guys.
You also know, like, since they changed their branding, they now have like a points program too.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you gotta keep the box now.
Oh, I have some boxes. Cool.
Yeah, I noticed those because I just opened one of my new ones for when I was setting up my Les Paul and saw that and I was like, oh, that's different. So.
Yep. All right. Well,
awkward sounds transition.
Seamless transition, which we won't talk about how we're transitioning right now into what's new. Scott, what's new with you?
Oh goodness, I got something fun. So I know we've been teasing a lot about me spending entirely too much money, but I got a Neural DSP Quad Cortex, which is amazingly cool.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews.
Well, there are issues.
I've heard that. So this is what I've heard, and I want you to tell me if I'm correct or not.
Okay.
I've heard that it is definitely still very early in the software phase.
Definitely.
And kind of, I don't know if clunky is the word, but I've heard a lot of issues with people running out of DSP for like quote unquote praise and worship setups. But I feel like that's people who are trying to put like 5 reverbs and 7 delays. Then also I've heard that it's just pretty much it's got some kinks to work out, but it's got a lot of promise.
Yeah, so I would say the first thing to know is some of the reverb algorithms, reverb and delay algorithms, are really DSP intensive. And so if you want to set up a performance with like 4 different types of delay and you switch between them, forget about it. Like, you're going to suck up all your DSP.
Okay.
There's also just how you set up your DSP, because there's like the 4 lines, and where you drop the blocks affect which processor it's on. That's what those separations are. And so sometimes you got to like set up your amp captures and all that stuff in the top row, and then you throw your reverbs in the bottom row. You do stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, this thing's brand new. I mean, they don't even have 2,000 of them out in the world yet. Like, this is 1.0 software here. I'm just amazed it's not just buggy as all can be. Like that's the level that we're at right now. And we're still comparing this to, like a Kemper, which is like 10 years old at this point. So, there's all sorts of different things that can be coming about and whatnot with it. I have some grievances with it. Like, there's things like it needs to have before it's like, to me, the greatest thing ever. But
okay,
it sounds just as good as my Kemper, if not better.
You think so?
It's smaller. Like it's
Yes.
the footprint of it's so small. It's dangerously close to being able to be my entire rig. But I mean, I have to make compromises to get it there right now. Because like the tape delay is not as good as the Strymon Volante, and it probably won't be. But sorry, is one of you guys' phones like really close to your microphones or something? I'm hearing a buzz.
I heard a buzz. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
All right. Well, this episode of this part of the episode is called Investigations.
Yeah, so I mean, without monopolizing the entire conversation, because I'm sure I'm just going to be talking about the Quad Cortex for like the next 3 months. But
I got the Quad Cortex.
I got the Quad Cortex, and I'm doing a neural capture.
So it's the Kemper all over again.
So just have your pedals sent to me so I can profile before they go to you.
No, it's for real. If you want anything profiled, I'm happy to do it. But
oh yeah, because it does me a lot of good.
Yeah. But
I mean,
you can follow us on the Neural DSP network. We have 32 followers already.
Can you sell the
no,
profiles?
It's all free right now. And
okay, but at
and you
some
can't
point,
sideload. You can only install profiles either from you capturing it or through their app. So I mean, there's things like that. There's no desktop editor. So
Kemper didn't have one for years. So
yeah, and so I mean, again, compare this to what Kemper took like 5 or 6 years to really become more than just an amp, despite having all those capabilities inside it for so long. Like there's one feature that Kemper is actually like in beta on right now, where you can actually store presets per like type of block that you're running. So like if you're running like the Kemper drive or like this Kemper reverb algorithm, you can have presets in that you can select from.
Oh wow.
Which is going to be a great usability thing in the Kemper, and I want that in the Quad Cortex so bad. That will make such a big difference in terms of like building out sets and stuff like that. So
yeah,
in time, I really think this can be the thing. The only thing I'll also say is because of its interface is like touchscreen and like feels like Android. I keep thinking there's a battery inside of it because it just feels like a giant phone in a lot of ways. Just how you interact with it. It's very similar to like a earphone. But the twisty knobs are cool.
What was special about the knobs? I forgot.
So the foot switches have rotators in them.
Right.
So so this is the thing with the Kemper that I just can't stand. Is I have no problem dialing something in if I have the desktop app open. But that means I have to bring a laptop to practice if I'm going to use this live, because I'm always having to tweak something once you get there with the band. So the ability to just bend over, hit the block, twist the knobs, go on the Quad Cortex actually give me hope that I can. Diaz is 12.
He said the ability to bend over and twist the knobs. Sorry. Butt sex. All right, go ahead.
Oh no.
Anyway, so that whole like editability quickly gives me hope that like I can actually just bring this and that's all I need.
Yeah. I mean that's the
real problem with a lot of these profiler things. Like Helix has the same problem, everything has the same problem. It's like you can dial them in and they sound fantastic, but if you can't get them perfectly dialed in before you show up, like if you're
it's the on the go dialing.
Yeah.
You know, and out of all of the all-in-ones that I've seen, the one that actually does a really good job on it is the one that sounds the worst, and that's the head rush.
Yeah, and this brings that part of the head rush that you think you like into something that actually sounds good.
Right. So I think I feel like for us to get a fully like awesome tweakable on the go system, it's going to be something larger. But I feel like just the way that we've moved in technology, I feel like what you'd have to do is you'd have to like mix like you'd have to have like a set of knobs and use like the Helix where it's scribble scripts and like colors, and you could like that would probably be the best thing to do is like if you had like a something that was all in one and had like 6 knobs on top and you could like assign those knobs. That would be cool.
Well, I mean, in the Quad Cortex, the LED indicators change color depending on what you assign it to. So you don't have scribble strips. That you don't get that. But
well, I mean, I'm more or less. It's like the fact that like the colors do change, but I feel like to get to where what you're talking about, what I understand, I feel like it would something like an all-in-one floor unit or something that like if you had 6 knobs that you could assign like there's a total of like 12 parameters you could assign to it, but you pick the 6 you want for that profile or that quick set, like you could have a gain knob, a volume knob, 3 band EQ, or if you wanted like if it was like if you're assigning the delay, you have length, you have time, mix, all that like stuff. Like if you could have something that like every time you picked something, those knobs were like were able to control that, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to like,
well, I mean, this thing's cool because you already have 8 to start with because you have all 8 switches, and so of the blocks that require, I think only one of them has more than 8 tweakable things, and it just what they do is they just give you they have 2 pages.
Okay. All right.
So
I feel like okay. Chris, what's new with you? I'm done talking about
absolutely nothing.
All right. Same here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I ain't got nothing new. Krispy Kreme donuts you can get a dozen donuts for $1 when you buy a dozen. So
you can also get a free one if you have a COVID shot.
Yep, I was going to say that.
Have a what?
I think you can get a free one every day if you have a COVID shot.
You can.
And
a free donut?
And then if you don't get a COVID shot, I think there's still like a way to just go in and get a free donut every day.
Yeah,
I didn't want to send that to you because I value your health.
Apparently I don't, because I got 2 dozen donuts sitting here and there's just me and Kylo. And I'm not sharing with that fat ass. He needs to go on a diet too. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Wait, so you seriously have 2 dozen Krispy Kremes in your house right now just for you?
I mean, I'm not going to eat them all today. I'll eat like one a day.
How many calories are in a Krispy Kreme donut?
I don't know, like 5 million. Listen, do you know if they've lowered the numbers on calories, I could probably count them a lot better. It's just whenever you're getting like 2,400, 1,300, I can't remember all that. I have to take my shoes off.
Do you just get a regular glazed?
Oh my gosh, are you really going to count these calories?
Yeah. I want to know how many days worth of calories do you have in front of you right now?
Well, it's not like it's in front of me. It's not like I've got 2 dozen donuts sitting in front of me while we're recording a podcast. It's in my kitchen.
No, I mean you've obviously eaten like 4 of them already. So
what? How the hell does this work? You've obviously eaten 4. All right, so I got 12. I got 12 glazed, 4 raspberry filled, 3 chocolate covered custard filled.
Oh my word, there's so many different types of donuts at Krispy Kreme. I never
3 chocolate covered. And then that's what 4, 7, 11.
Okay. So I will apologize to start. A Krispy Kreme donut has a regular original glaze has 190 calories. That's about half.
Is that a lot or little?
I thought that was about half what it was.
Yeah, I figured it'd be like 400, 500 calories.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Okay.
Oh, look, they're healthy.
They're not healthy. They're not. They're just not as bad as we thought they were in the calorie department.
One has 25% of the saturated fats you're supposed to eat in a day.
Okay, good, because if I eat 4 of them, I've covered all my saturated fats.
Oh, good, you got them all. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Bam, swiped them out before I got to work at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You have 2 dozen.
They're not all the regular glaze though.
Okay, let's just assume they are.
We'll average.
Okay, all right, 2 dozen. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what. Now I'm up to 24,000.
That's 4,500 calories. So I
okay,
hate
how many calories
this. At your size, you probably burn because you're tall. You're 6'3",
6'2",
6'2". You probably burn 2,000 calories plus a day. And you're on your feet all day for work.
Yeah, I walk a lot.
So technically, you could get all your day's calories from a dozen donuts. But don't do it.
It's like I don't know if you guys heard this. I heard a fucking challenge. Scott just called me out. I'm going live in the group right now. Diaz eats a dozen donuts while recording this week's episode.
You will still
Heart attack to follow.
You will still be deficient in calcium, vitamin C.
No. I'll get my calcium. Fine. I gotta wash it down with milk.
Well, now that just reduced your donut count though, because a glass of milk's like 100 calories.
All right, so you're telling me there's as many calories in a glass of milk as there is in one donut.
No, there's twice as many calories in a donut as there is in a glass of milk.
Okay, I can do this math if we use like good food. I'm not counting fucking carrots.
This is like Kevin, where as long as you do the math in pies, he can do this.
Yeah. What's 4,000 pies multiplied by 70? All right, okay. So I guess we'll move on to gear news.
I guess.
Instead of fat shaming Diaz. All right, so
actually this didn't turn into full out fat shaming, other than
this might not
be as bad as we all thought it was.
Yeah, Diaz isn't as unhealthy as we thought he was. On accident, though. It doesn't count. It was all on accident. Diaz accidentally goes on a diet. The one he only ate half a donut today.
Well, so originally there are places that do like they'll make a hamburger and they'll use a Krispy Kreme donut as the bun. Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
And I was
I've wanted to try it, but
there's no way in hell I'm going to do it because there's so many calories. And now I'm like, maybe I might.
How many calories is in one, like a bun?
Probably like
now,
40.
Compare this. Google it.
Fine.
Come on, get your app out. I know you've got an app.
I might have an app. I don't really know anymore. There's 140 calories just in a hamburger bun, according to Google.
Okay, so you're almost getting a diet burger.
It's actually not that much better or worse. I mean, the sugars are way higher.
Yeah, of course, but I got the sugar, so
I've been living my life wrong.
Apparently.
Yeah, you're over here looking. I imagine Diaz just eats donuts and hamburgers all day. Turns out he's not doing as bad as you thought. He's just naturally fat. Yeah, fat and you big bone.
No, you're still fat.
Yeah, I'm still fat.
So gear news?
Gear news.
Gear news. I'm fucking fat. No, I'm just kidding. All right, sorry. We're being really goofy today. All right, so we were looking at Dreadbox Effects pedals. Just they announced, what was it, 4 new pedals?
Yes.
Yep. The darkness, the kinematic. Is that
sure?
Yeah, kinematic.
Hell yeah. Raindrops and lethargy. Okay, I want the lethargy. I don't know what it does.
8-stage phase shifter. That is like you.
It's oh my gosh. They literally did I design this? A phase shifter and its lethargy. Yes.
So what's kind of interesting here. So there's not a lot of demos out there yet, and so far the only demos they've done is with a synth, and so these are all stereo. You've got the darkness is a modulated stereo reverb with more ambient sound, kind of a focus. A lot of like drifting kind of sounds and shimmers.
Really nice.
Lethargy is I believe it's a stereo phaser. Again, lo-fi.
The color of it too.
Crazy stuff. The kinematic is a compressor and envelope filter. And the raindrops, they don't actually say what it is yet. There's no demo of it out there, but everyone's assuming it's a stereo delay. Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume it's a delay. Wait, so the darkness, what was that? Was that a reverb?
Darkness is a reverb, yep.
Okay, I wanted to see. I couldn't remember what you said, but I assumed that was a reverb. But yeah, I love the look of these pedals. It's kind of got that like Taisco feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the Japanese symbols or Chinese symbols. I don't actually know which one's which.
The O word.
Huh?
The O word. I'm not going to say.
Yes.
Oriental.
Yeah. Didn't you watch King of the Hill? You have to be politically correct.
What is the politically correct term then?
Sorry. First off, is King of the Hill is talking about it being politically correct? You are way behind the times.
I'm like Cotton.
When did King of the Hill go off the air? I'm not Googling this one.
I don't even know.
Hold on. Yeah, but there's the Oriental Trading Company. That's okay. You can say that. Why can't you?
I think I think that one particularly is one where it's like it's still fairly commonly used, but like every time it comes up, I'm always like, ooh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not.
All right.
And so I just don't.
Is Oriental politically correct?
Oh, yeah, because that's going to be the right answer. Well,
it's okay. No. I'm asking on Parler. So.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. LA Times from 2016. The term Oriental is outdated, but is it racist?
Oh gosh.
All right. You know what? We're not going down this rabbit hole. I just won't say it anymore because we'll just assume.
That's a different podcast that does that.
We'll just assume I'm
racist.
Is it right? Yeah, it probably isn't. All right.
If you've got to ask, you can't afford it.
That's right. Okay. Well, how much were these running? Was there a price listed?
Yeah. So the darkness
please be around 200.
Is 260 euros. So you're looking at about $300. I was
gonna say, we going pounds? I was like, are we converting for other countries now too?
The lethargy is about 200 euros. So, and then the kinematic is 179 euros. So, they're on the more expensive side. They are stereo though. I mean, that right off the bat adds some serious price, and that it's also kind of just a weird part of the market. Because like boutique stereo without presets and MIDI is kind of a weird spot. There's not a lot in there. So I don't know. All of these look cool. I mean,
yeah, I like them a lot.
Another cool pedal company out of Greece. I mean, you've got Jam pedals, and now you got these guys. So
yeah. No, I mean it's really cool seeing. Like, I feel like there's such a. Seeing as we are in America, there's such a American built America. Like, and it's cool to see that, like, in a very weird way, like saying it, but there's other places outside of America building good stuff, you know, just because with the American mindset, if it's best if it's built in America, you know, but like, it's cool.
Oh, that actually would be a great Gear Talk troll post would be, I thought you guys are good Christians. Why are you buying all these Chinese built pedals? But
yeah, Jesus was an American. Okay, what is this kid doing outside my apartment? Hold on.
Yeah, go yell at him live on air.
Dang kid, get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
It's all our lawns. This is an apartment complex.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think their parents are working on something and they're not in school. I don't know. Is it time for school? No, school's out. That's probably
spring break right now for a lot of schools.
Not for us.
Okay. My sister's kids are on spring break right now.
Well, speaking of spring break, keep your tops on. Jack White's Third Man Records team teamed up with Holy Board on a special yellow black pedal board. I love it was just yellow black pedal board, not like
I just want to I just want to stop for a minute and just acknowledge how terrible of a transition that was.
Hey. Yeah. Okay. No one asked you. I didn't hear you transitioning.
No, because you didn't listen to last week's episode.
I wasn't on it.
You don't listen to it if you're on it.
I don't listen. I don't listen to it while we're recording it. What the hell are you talking about? I feel like we could like double our listeners if I just downloaded that podcast every week, which I do. I do download it. I just don't actually listen to it.
Okay.
Anywho,
so I got a question about this.
Okay, this is the Holy Board that we're looking at, everybody. If you're playing along at home,
yeah, is the left and right side the yellow and the black parts? Is there an overlap that you can control how much there's an overlap?
Yes, it is modular. You can change the length. Well, if you look look at the right where the expression pedal is.
That's an add-on, isn't it?
Yes, is what it appears to be, an add-on. It looks like if you look at the bottom of the orange triple graph, the bottom right,
triple graphs.
It looks like yes.
Oh, it's all third man pedals. That's why.
Yeah, because they've only got so many pedals, they've got to double up.
Yeah.
But you see, it looks like it screws on right there. Mm-hmm. See, it looks like connects. You see those small screw holes at the bottom of the yellow one?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's where it connects, or if you look at the larger sizes on the left-hand side of the yellow one, if that's where they connect. I'm not sure, but it does appear 100% to be modular, and it's very cool because I feel like I used to make fun of holy boards. I didn't really like take them seriously because they were made out of wood and they were rounded.
They were
so
thick
it
wood
was
too.
Yeah, it was very cheesy looking, but this is really cool. I do love the color scheme, so therefore, I mean, like I'm already going to be naturally attracted to it. But I do love the usage of the elevated top part. And one thing I just thought about too, if you have always on pedals, you could actually put them up under there.
Oh yeah,
where that top bend is, and you can put them the other way with zip ties.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like I feel like there's a lot of promise. I think that the placement of the turbo tuner should go actually above the volume or expression, whatever that is over there. But
yeah, I'm surprised you're using a mini expression if you have that much space available.
Right.
You can put a full size volume pedal there.
I mean, they could have just thrown it together for the picture, but I feel like there's a lot of cool things going on with this. And
so
yeah,
is this available in non I'm going to call it loud colors? Like, can I get an all black one?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that the metal thing. Well, let's just go look at Holyboard's website. How much does this run in?
The link $249 for the third man version, but you have to buy it through third man.
Yeah, so there's going to be a markup. I'm assuming it's probably like $200 normally. Must have just grumbled. Calm down in there. It's okay, buddy.
Want some more Krispy Kremes?
Yeah, you want some crispy? You want some donuts?
$199 is the standard.
Oh, dang, I was right. But yeah, like you can buy holyboards.com for $3,295. But I probably spelled holyboards wrong.
Okay, so the modular part has nothing to actually do with the third man. This is just a color scheme to the regular board.
Right, yeah. Right. Like this premise isn't as like limited to the third man.
I see.
So I feel like Holyboard is, I don't know. I've been looking for a new pedal board. Maybe Holyboard's it. Did they got a giant ass one?
Well,
my dog just staring in the corner.
The other concern I would have with this is just like, are you carrying your board loose, or are there bags for the size of Holyboard? That's the other part I want to figure out, because I mean, there's a reason why I kind of stay in like the pedal train sizes, is because having like the mono bag that I throw my board in makes life so much easier.
I mean, they have a case. Oh, it's ugly as sin. How does this fit?
I have no idea. Okay, never mind. I take it back. This is a horrible idea. I liked it at first. My dog is just staring at the wall, and it's confusing the hell out of me right now. I sent a picture. Scott's.
That's what I'm chuckling at. Yes.
Is there a dead body over there that I don't know about?
Is there a cat stuck in the wall?
Probably.
I don't know. Like maybe he can hear the kid through the wall, and he's like, "I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go through." Okay, sorry. Maybe I'm gonna put that on the Instagram so everyone can just see what the hell I'm talking about. All three of you listening to this episode. All right. So Holyboards, once again, close but no cigar, because I forgot about transportation. So
you've been at home only playing guitar at home for too long.
Yeah.
Now you forget that a board's actually meant to make moving your pedals out of your house easier, not just make your not make your guitar playing corner cleaner.
Right.
But I gotta have something to look nice in front of my 100-watt Marshall.
I haven't played out in like, it's got to be a year
at least.
So like, someone was like, "Hey, looking for a guitar player in the Atlanta area," and I was like, "Yeah, it's only a 6-hour drive." You know, it's bad.
Tim's actually a great guy.
I'm surprised you're not doing your acoustic gigs anymore.
Ah, man.
I guess you got to get up so early now.
Yeah, Tennessee never shut down. So,
well, there was a lot of places that restricted. Knox County, they've gotten pretty heavy. Like, dude, Knox County's been insane. Knox County's been like the WWE, and not just because our mayor is Kane from the WWE, but like legit, we stripped all the power from the health department. because the health department was in charge of the mask mandate and everything, and they stripped him of power because people were so mad about the mask mandate.
That sounds like the Southern thing to do.
And the argument was, they're not elected officials. They shouldn't tell us what to do. Welcome to the South, y'all.
Please, just do smart things, people. Please.
Dude, we're back. We're down here like, yeah, the numbers will rise again.
I mean, I say that I'm in Michigan right now. I'm in the coronavirus capital of the United States.
Michigan is like
they're having like
the
6,000
South
cases a day as a state right now. So
yeah,
Oh.
no, like legit Michigan like should be in the South.
parts of Michigan.
A lot of Michigan should be in the South.
Yeah.
It's like people from the South moved north and we're like, fuck it. We're gonna ruin this state. Just gonna destroy it. Oh my gosh. All right. Enough bashing Michigan. This episode, Diaz hates Michigan.
Sorry. This is a first for Scott. There's another person in the building that needed to talk to me, and I needed to like discreetly have a conversation.
Oh wow.
I know.
Usually you're all like, I'm just arguing with my dog.
I know. Usually I'm like, oh, why can't these guys get their act together? The first time I record anywhere other than my house, I now have this problem. So I'm sorry. I've been judgmental. I'm only apologizing for being judgmental about that, not the other things I've been judgmental about.
Yeah. All right. As you say from Michigan, you dirty southerner from the north. All right. So speaking of things that just make me feel dirty, Epiphone unleashes a 24 fret signature Ghost Horse Explorer for Brendan Small. I don't know who Brendan Small is.
Metalocalypse.
What?
You know that show Metalocalypse on the Cartoon Network?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That him.
Okay,
All those
that
guitar
him.
solos are him.
They make good guitars. I like this. It is very much a metal guitar, but I absolutely dig it.
Yeah, I mean, this is his third this is his third signature now. So they had the Flying V, the Snow Falcon, and they had an Explorer. So this is a flame top Explorer,
24 fret, Floyd Rose. I mean, I really dig this. This is very nice looking. The one thing I have,
it's almost a Trampus green too,
about?
Which is kind of cool too.
Who can guess what I'm going to complain about?
Is our Floyd on this?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm not going to complain about a Floyd.
Where the headstock?
No, the dot inlays.
Oh, but it doesn't. It has a 12th inlay fret thing.
Oh
12th
yeah,
fret inlay thing.
They should have done something at the 24th fret as well. Then I don't know. I don't care for it. I don't like the dot inlays. I feel like they could have done a cool inlay set.
I'm not mad.
Y'all there? Oh, I was gonna say, are y'all there? Like,
No.
I mean, I'm not mad about this either. How much is it? Please be around $900. I don't see a price right now.
I don't either. They're just ends
they have
abruptly.
USA.
Oh,
they have USA pickups in it too.
$7.99.
How much is it?
$7.99.
Oh, that's freaking fantastic. They could have gotten another $100 out of somebody.
Yeah, that's a licensed Floyd too. USA Burstbucker 1 and 2, so good pickups in it already too.
Yeah, Burstbuckers are nice.
It's the FRT 1000 tremolo system. I think that's the licensed one, right? It's not like a Floyd.
I'm not sure.
But who cares at this price point? I mean, that's the same price as like a Sheridan.
The FRT, is it the FRT P1000?
FRT.
1000. That's like a $220 tremolo.
Also, they sculpted the neck joint, which looks really good too. Looks really comfortable.
I was gonna say it looked weird to me at first, but it does look pretty comfortable.
I like it. Very nice. Good job, Epiphone. Good on you. All right. Let's see. What's the next thing? not good on you, Fender.
Really?
I actually kind of like
No.
this.
Yeah, this is Chris's kind of vibe.
Oh no, it looked a lot different in the thumbnail. I do like this. Sorry. So Fender launches the Master Build Esquire in celebration of the Clash's Joe Strummer, which I mean that's a Joe Strummer thing. He played the Esquires and Tellys pretty heavy. This isn't their first Joe Strummer signature. But
Is that
this
gaff tape or is that just some matte black?
Looks to be painted.
I like how it goes under the pick guard.
Yeah.
It's actually a kind of unique look.
Yeah. Let's see. These are being recreated by Fender's Jason Smith. Here's my question. Do you think that Signature should recreate the sticker as well? We talked about this with the Soul Power.
We spent the entire time talking about signature guitars last week too, and how I'm so burnt out on signature guitars.
Well, it sounds like someone should listen to the fucking episode.
But this actually does fall within my justifications of why you have a signature. Is like, it was like their guitar for their career.
Yeah.
Is when I'm like, oh yeah, do a signature. That's cool. So, I mean, if you know Joe Strummer, I know nothing about the Clash, like at all.
Same.
So
anytime someone wants to have a conversation about the class, I'm like, should I stay or should I go?
Oh.
And then I was like, oh, my phone's ringing. It's London calling.
Where's the hang up button?
Maybe. The only thing that like the Clash inspired that I liked is that one Banksy where the guy is doing the London calling, smashing a guitar, but it's an office chair instead. I like that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready to go out tonight and just rock the Casbah. Fucking the Casbah.
Wait, was that them?
Casbah. Yeah.
Wow.
Sharif, no like it.
But anyway, yeah, I kind of like this. Now I kind of want to actually like get some gaff tape and maybe do a rough.
The racing stripe thing is all the Gear Slum right now. So if you're gonna do that, just go join their podcast.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's the way it goes.
Hey, Cole, Phil, Scott and Diaz kicked me out. Can I like join your podcast?
Yeah. Yes, you piece.
Can I join your podcast? I got a racing stripe.
So you got this cool racing stripe that I did by myself.
I mean, I do like the racing stripe look, but we can't do that now.
Is this technically a racing stripe? Because doesn't a racing stripe have to be diagonal?
I mean, the Cobain one was.
No.
Was it diagonal?
Racing
or was
stripes on cars. Racing stripes on.
When I think of a racing stripe on a car, I think it going right down the center of the car, either two strips or one.
Right.
Straight. I don't think of diagonals, but unless it's a BMW. Europeans did do diagonal ones.
This damn Europeans.
Yeah. And their racing heritage.
Well, better than our racist heritage. Oh, bazinga, America sucks. All right. Anywho, let's keep moving along before we get on some sort of watch list.
So we're ordering Mexican and
the
doing
FBI's
tacos
hacking it, guys.
with my sister's kids. And my dad's like, hey, what do you want? And I was like, oh, I'll do what burrito with pastor. And my dad responds back with, what's a pastor? A preacher? And I just replied back with pork, al pastor.
El Pastor.
Remember, my dad calls it Chipotles.
Well, I can't see the next thing.
Chipotle.
Does he?
We call it.
How white is he?
How many
I'm
pairs of Nikes does
you know how
he own?
Caucasian I am? Half of that is him. The other half is my super white mom.
Wait, I don't think we can say that.
Can you just? Does he even know how to put? Does he know how to put salt and pepper on the food?
Yes.
I feel like their food will be awful bland if I was ever meet them and have dinner.
Okay, so first off, how dare you?
Salt and pepper, woman. Come on, get with it.
Have I ever cooked? All the times
She's like, it's caliente.
Oh, my mom does not like spicy food. So that's always an issue when we go out to eat. But
Yeah, so salt. She's like, oh, did someone put salt on this? It's very spicy. Ooh, the salsa. It's so delicious. But it hurts my
Salsa.
stomach. The salsa.
my mom can't do anything over mild. Like paste picante mild. That's
Oh my
the most
God.
she can do.
She goes to Taco Bell and they're like, do you need any sauce? She's like, oh gosh, no.
No, sorry. We're upper class.
When I'm over here, like, can I get 70? Oh, I'm sorry. Salsaritas. Cadoba. Is that still not? Have they ever ate somewhere where you eat the food in your car? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, once.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're not like
I love how you had to think about it though.
we don't have like a servant's quarters. We're
he's
not like that kind of upper class
yeah.
people. Come on.
Has she ever referred to people of a non-white ethnicity as the help? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, that was too far. I would never insinuate that your family's racist at all. I'm sure they're very nice people.
Now we're demonetized for sure.
Your family's from Florida.
No.
Yeah, we have no room to talk about it either. But my last name's Diaz. I'm what I like to call ambiguously ethnic. I can float. I can be Puerto Rican if I need to. If I travel southern enough in Florida, I'm Cuban.
Oh gosh.
It's
All
all
right.
good.
So speaking
my
of Joe
mail comes in
Strummer's
Spanish.
guitars,
Yeah, speaking of Joe
There's another one. That's it. My computer's acting up. Speaking of Joe Strummer guitars, there's another one. This one is for campfires.
I actually
Or you
really
can put it in
like
a
this,
campfire.
and
I still have to
it's
figure it out.
actually cheap.
I can't open anything.
it's a black
so-
acoustic
Okay,
guitar
s-
with a Fender headstock.
Yeah. What size is this? Like,
Oh, like a Fender.
It's a
Like what
small
type of
body
Fender
and it's a
headstock?
short scale.
yeah.
What
and
type of Fender headstock?
Like
the
a 6 in
Strat
line.
headstock.
Fender keeps trying to make acoustic guitars with 6 in line
Can you
headstocks,
hear
I
me?
think.
Yes,
I can
we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Okay,
I've often felt like there's a
yeah,
communication
I
issue
can. But I kept
between me and
asking what
Diaz.
type, and then it just got really quiet.
Diaz, hang up off the call and hop back on. You've got
Don't.
lag.
I feel like I'm not going to be allowed back on.
In case we don't get to speak again, we love you.
Well, Chris does.
Damn.
I'm not cutting any of this out, too. Let it ride.
We're just gonna let it ride.
Yep, just gonna let it ride.
So,
So-
wait, is there?
So, Chris, since this is you are, I think you are the
My
punk
my
rock
screen
kid
just
with
went
an
dark.
acoustic guitar market.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
What? Whoa.
So
What was your
delayed,
call?
it's terrible.
We need to start doing this on Zoom where we can boot people.
To be over. Another turning point, forks in your road.
I've given up on when
Okay.
getting this.
Time
this
grabs
show.
you by the wrist,
Yep.
directs you where to
Oh
go.
Lord.
Maybe we need to go back to where we all individually record our stream, so I can just mute Diaz for a period of the episode.
Maybe. I don't even know if he's trying at this point.
All right, Diaz, clap when I say when I get down to 0. 3, 2, 1.
20 minutes later.
Yeah, that's how bad this is. All right.
Okay, so what kind of kid were you saying I was?
You're the punk rock kid. I mean, you're the market for this guitar, I think.
Yeah, so I actually kind of really like this. Like when I saw it, I didn't hate it, but I was honestly thinking, okay, is this going to be like a $2,000-$3,000 acoustic because it is a signature and it's coming in at
$499.
$499. Like I am actually going to be in the market for an acoustic soon because my John Lennon Epiphone has a really weird bow in the neck, and just in case it's not fixable, I'm this might actually be what I go for because I've always kind of liked the Fender acoustic aesthetic. I don't know why. I don't know what's drawn me to it, but yeah, I don't hate this.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how people would get it. It's an electric acoustic too. It has a pickup in it. At $500
it looks like it's either a low gloss or it's just a straight matte finish. So I don't hate it.
Yeah, I think this is the good punk rock kid acoustic guitar. And at 24 inches, it will have less tension in it. So if you're an electric guitar player, picking that thing up, having less tension will feel better.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So
and they're also they're offering Joe Strummer inspired accessories, so you can get a nice cheetah print strap to go with this. I'm assuming. It's like pass. But yeah.
Oh, thank goodness Diaz is not on the line right now. My financial advisor is calling me right now, and I never hear the end of that.
Just wait for him to pop back on. Hey, guess what?
Oh, I'm waiting for him to join the call and then just immediately clap.
Right.
5 minutes later.
Ooh, this neck profile looks really good in their pictures too.
Oh, you're on the Fender site now?
Yeah, I'm very curious of this actually. Yeah,
so I'm gonna have to go check this out. Neck profile are you seeing? I mean, so it has the star inlays, which I'm like, on.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, this is definitely the punk rock kid. Yeah.
I wonder how well those tuners are going to hold up because
I missed you. No, 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 no. And
there he is.
No, 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 no. And now I wonder. What's
Can
up?
you hear us now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. What? No, no,
you were on like a 30-second delay for a second there.
Yeah, you were.
Well, okay, why can't I hear myself?
I don't know, but let's move on.
This isn't good. This is not good at all.
Moving on.
You'll be fine.
Look at Ernie Ball is now releasing a new St. Vincent inspired signature guitar named Goldie, featuring 3 gold foil pickups. Will be out.
These look very
June.
much like those.
The new Supro.
Yeah, the new Supros or Harmony ones that got released.
Yeah, I mean these are apparently in-house designs from Ernie Ball.
Oh, okay. Oh, the like pickup design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she played it. She played it last on Saturday. She was the guest on Saturday Night Live. I only caught one of the performances, but she was playing it.
You can go on YouTube and watch them again.
Well, that's where I watched the one, and then I just kind of this week's Saturday Night Live wasn't that great, and so I just kind of put it down.
St. Vincent's one of those acts where like I can do a little bit, but not long term.
I don't want to tell her what to do. I'm just haven't really like. There's just been so much style, like in like avant-garde style stuff with her that I just kind of.
It's performance art.
Yeah, and I just kind of miss the.
I just want to.
I kind of miss the stoner girl that could just rock on guitar, that she used to kind of be.
Yeah, I feel like once her signature came out, she really embraced that like performance art.
Well, it was like after she did that album with David Byrne too. I mean, I think that was kind of the beginning of it.
Yeah, because he's very much that way.
Yeah,
as well. Fuck you, David Byrne. Always ruining a good thing.
Well, there's that, and just like simply, it's become more about performance art than like she stopped doing like the crazy guitar playing stuff. Where like she's an incredible guitar player. So
she's moved into the. She's moved. Her guitar playing has moved into like almost a robotic Tom Morello. Like that's honestly like some of the best way to describe it, because she's very similar in Tom Morello, where they can both play very like fluid moving, fast, like legato style playing, where like like everything blends together, but also they can do that real choppy thing. And I feel like she's more embraced the choppy whammy pedal style. So
Maybe it's a phase.
no, it's a whammy pedal for sure.
Anyway, so I still think the St. Vincent is one of the best like new guitar designs, though. Just such a unique look.
Yeah, I love the St. Vincent. I still want one really bad. I love the blue. The gold top looks really cool though. I would like the gold top if like all the hardware was black. I feel like that would look really cool.
Yeah,
like almost like
solid.
a classic Bumblebee style. Like call it like the yellow jacket. Huh. Okay, sorry. Diaz went down a rabbit hole. Is now planning out a guitar in his head. How much are these running for? Same price?
About $3,000.
Ooh, that's a little bit higher than the other ones, isn't it? Aren't the other ones about 2,000, 2,500?
Maybe. I mean, new pickup style.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I do wonder if this will like trickle down into the Sterlings or not. But
we'll see. I feel like the Sterling lines were like, I don't know. The St. Vincent Sterling seems to be pretty steady. I feel like some of the other Sterlings,
the James Valentine one is really popular.
Yeah.
Is it still? I feel like more people have just ended up buying the actual Ernie Ball.
Tough to say.
All right. Well, speaking of tough to say, Acting Guitars, that's tough to say, goes electric and blasts back to 1985. And tough to say would be saying this looks really cool.
This looks like somebody I used to know.
Somebody that I used to know.
Yeah, it's like if Gaudier tried to make a Van Halen.
Yeah. That's exactly like where my mind went when I first saw this. I'm like, it's the background.
Do we want to accuse these guys of jumping on the whole EVH cash-in that's been happening for the last year?
No. Not
Okay.
even close. This looks more like an old school McDonald's. More than
Ooh, now I want this in the old school, like Taco Bell, like blue, teal, and
oh my gosh, I want it the white.
If there's
what's
ever a
the white
guitar that
thing?
should have a Mountain Dew logo on it, it's this.
Oh, this is it. This should have like, oh my gosh, I feel like this should have like a, like a weird Fanta. This is like a Fanta guitar. Would you say it's a Fanta?
These are the colors of
C?
Fanta. I mean,
yeah. Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna Fanta? Oh my gosh.
can we just talk about the red dot inlays on the maple neck?
Can we just talk about how
pass.
my neighbors probably think like I'm borderline crazy because it's like this guy's just in here yelling random things.
what's weird is he seems to host a
We've accepted
podcast
it.
every single night and morning. That's like he just sits in the mirror and just keeps going. Welcome to the FX Loop. I'm Diaz.
Every time I open the fridge, welcome to the fridge. I'm Diaz. And I'm keeping you in the loop of my Krispy Kreme donut diet. I eat 2.5 donuts a day to get my full calorie intake with a glass of milk.
Oh gosh. All right.
So I got my calcium, my vitamin D.
Oh my god, why is everybody calling me right now?
Okay, way to show off that people call you. My phone's dead and I'm not even worried.
But when it's your mom calling in the middle of the day.
oh, I've got a mom. Way to show off.
God. So how much is this?
Probably.
I already closed the window. I gave up already.
It's got to be like $3,000. Something.
Yeah, there's not a price on their website, so cool.
Hopefully it's like $500. Okay. All right. So let's go to the topic because I was kind of in. How long have we been recording for? Well, I know I took a break.
Honestly, kind of long enough, but
40
let's hit it. All right. Quick
So do we
rapid
want to
fire.
talk about?
What's we just had April Fools,
Right.
which is always a fun. I actually really enjoy April Fools. In the Gear World.
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite days of the Gear World. Is just because the how many people fall for it.
Oh yeah.
And also the way that the groups have just gone to total chaos.
So
60 Cycle Hum
Morty
Praise and Worship
episode.
was my favorite.
yeah, which was actually pretty low key this year because actually
It's been open all year.
Well, let's get to that for a minute. So what's your favorite fake product of April Fools.
Oh, I already know mine. The Walrus Audio JHS Overdrive.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty
legitimately
good
want that
too.
thing to be real.
Yeah, like the best April Fool's joke is the one where you're like, yeah, but why isn't that fucking real? Like,
Oh, well,
like that.
What was the one? Last year or 2 years ago, Avid teased a single motorized fader.
Right.
And we were all like, no, can you make that? I actually want that. I just want one.
Right. Right. But like, I mean, there's so much cool stuff that gets announced that's not real. JHS usually does something. Someone put something up and took it down pretty fast? Was it JHS or Walrus Audio? I think was actually one that they took it down because I think there was like people were like legit crying for it. Not crying, but like,
did they show a demo of Seesaw?
That's what I was gonna say.
The Seesaw. I wish that was an April Fool's joke. It's the longest running joke though. I picked mine. What was everyone else's favorite?
I liked Andy Ferris did his video. The guitar, is he Guitar Geek? He's Guitar Geek, right?
I don't know.
He did the Boss CT3 Centaur.
Oh yeah,
which I think is a Tumnus and a Boss enclosure. I think Wampler was behind it.
Yeah.
But I just because they already did the Tone Bender this year, I think that's just kind of a fun play on it.
It was a relevant joke.
I'm trying to think of the other ones. I mean, like JHS definitely won it with JHS and Walrus. I think that seriously was the best one.
Does that count as JHS's one?
I mean, I saw it on JHS posting it, but
well, I know they shared it. I didn't. I know Walrus Audio posted it, like they actually announced it. But there was a lot of other crazy stuff that happened this year. Scott, why don't you fill some of these people in?
Well, so there happens to be this very prominent group in the praise and worship guitar playing community that we all will love to complain about constantly, called Gear Talk Praise and Worship. That for April Fools decided to change their name officially to Gear Talk Worship and Praise.
WAP, which stands for Worship and Praise and nothing else.
Yeah, doesn't. My goodness, did a meltdown happen?
It like I've never seen. The last time I saw like a mass exodus of people from either a group or like a page was when Jared Dines like just like did whatever he could to get people to like unfollow him.
Yeah.
Like so back a little bit of a story on that. So there was the quote unquote.
Are you going to talk about the drama that happened like 2 days before?
Do we want to tie those in?
I think it's related.
Okay. All right. So fast forward 2 days before April Fools. A guitar pedal builder modder who was an admin in that group has been notorious for having communication issues and product delivery issues and business issues all around. Some build quality, stuff like that. But because they were a prominent person in this group, they were one of the original admins. They were actually one of the like founding members for the most part.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he kind of built his company off of his reputation in that group.
Yeah, 100. No, like that. There's no even a question about it. Like that group was his bread and butter whenever he was doing it full time. Well, he went through one of the business growing pains where he blew up too fast, too quick, and just didn't get anyone to help him. He figured he could wade the storm and make it through, but just what happens in the world. You get bogged down, then you got people saying, where's my stuff? All this. Well, a lot of people would go in that group and they tag people, and then you'd have the people who are white knighting going crazy saying, oh, how dare you leave him be, he's a good guy. And then you got the people like me are like, yeah, he's a good guy, but the guy gave him his hard-earned money to do the pedal or return it. So there's always been a dividing line in the group. Well, that admin decided to leave, and there was a whole long comment filled bunch of crap.
So I think it's worth mentioning one of the dumb tropes of that group was, hey, has anyone been able to hear from this builder? And they tag them in the group, and then suddenly they get a response after like 3 or 4 months, allegedly. I mean, there's every single group has that guy who shows up and he's like, oh, I can't get a hold of technical support, and they start tagging the builders. I've seen it happen to Josh Scott. I've seen it happen to Colt at Walrus. I've seen, all those groups, and half the time it's you can never tell, is it just a customer can't navigate the system? Because a lot of those places do actually have ways of communicating, or is it the builder ghosting? But with this builder, it's happened so often that it was a trope in that group.
Yeah. It happened. It even happened to one of your hosts.
Yeah, and then so apparently someone didn't get a hold of this guy, tracks down his mom.
Which is not true. That's actually not 100% true. I do know the story of what actually happened. He did not track down his mom. He did try to find a number to reach Dan out. Oops. All right.
This one is mine. This is public record. Come on.
One, yeah, whatever. This one's mine. It's Dan Burgess. This one's mine. What I was told, because I am in a group with a few of the admins in that group, was that the person actually just looked up, like Googled how to get a hold of Dan for a phone number to call. And the number happened to be Dan's mom's number. And the person called and was like, oh, sorry, I was trying to get a hold of Dan. Could you have him contact me? And left his contact information. That's what I was told. Don't know how true that is, but that sounds more reasonable and more more plausible than he tracked down his mom's phone number.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, where is that line that gets crossed? Do you just stop at like, oh, sorry, wrong number? Or do you still continue through with being, hey, this is what your son did. Can you please get him to call me? Well, you know what I mean?
In all fairness, though, if I happen to if someone stole money, because at this point, if you're not communicating with me, you stole my money.
I guess that's fair too.
If I've been trying to look, I personally tried communicating with Dan. I had a Pitchfork mod that took, I think, close to 9 months for me to get.
Oh wow.
He took a Pitchfork, he added a preset, it was pretty much like a dual preset mod, put it in a new casing. I sent it to him in February, or I ordered in February. It was right around the end of February, beginning of March. I would every once in a while drop him like, hey, how's it going? He'd be like, oh yeah, sorry, I had a bunch of stuff. He always had something. Right. And then finally on my birthday, which is September 23rd, so we're already looking at 6.5 months to 7 months, he says, oh, hey, I saw it's your birthday. I guess I'll get started on that.
Damn.
That was literally the message. I still have that message. The message was it was like, hey, oh yeah, it's your birthday. I guess I'll get started on that. What colors do you want for the LEDs? So, yeah.
I mean, again, I have a custom guitar being built right now. It has been a wood slab for a year. I'm not mad because I haven't exchanged money for it yet.
Right.
Once the money exchanges hands, the communication expectations changes a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on the waiting list for the King of Town. I'm not going to email him every day and see what's going on because it's not my,
that's also the way the King of Tone is set up now is very intentional because of the huge backlog and all that kind of stuff too. But that's also why he doesn't those guys could take the money up front and probably keep the waiting list going the way they have. But people would be all mad. So they just said, we're not going to do it that way. So,
right. And the big thing is, and here's the thing, if you're going to give an estimated delivery time, make it as close to truthful as possible. That's the problem is
make
whenever
it
you're
longer than you actually need.
Right. Because I'll be happier to get it early. I won't be happy to get it late. And the thing is if you're afraid that that's going to scare them off, then you're already in a bad business situation.
Yep.
Because if you're afraid it's going to scare off customer because you need the sale, but you're that far backlogged that you're willing to lie about it, this is not a surprise what's happening. You had to have reasonably expected this to happen. But the problem that kills me in all of this is the woe is me bullshit from Dan whenever he put himself in this situation, and he can't sit there and get mad that people are constantly tagging him when he's constantly not delivering the product that he promised. That's my part of it. Dan is a nice guy. He's a horrible businessman. I said, the guy shouldn't have contacted, and I'm doing air quotes, his mom, but Dan should have locked up shop a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago.
So, speaking of easily foreseeable reactions and consequences, we have all this drama going on of him shutting down and all the simps and everything going on in that group for a day or two, and then all the haters and just a big blow up thread beyond blow up threads, followed immediately by April Fool's Day within a day or two, where the Christian group changes their name to a Cardi B song.
Right. Which is absolutely hilarious in my opinion.
I think it's one of those things where if they changed the banner, it would have been funny for a day, but they changed the name of the group to that, and now they're stuck with it for 28 days. Facebook rules.
Hasn't that been a recent update to Facebook? So
no, it's been that way for a while, because there's that group that Ryan has that he changes every month because he can't change the name of the group and theme faster.
Right. So here the thing is, the ongoing thing, there's a couple people who are prominent in the group. Joel Beasley is one of them. Joel's been in the group forever. Everyone knows him as the Just for Men guy because he's actually a model on the Just for Men box. If you ever want to look him up on Facebook and then go shopping, and you'll be like, I know that guy on Facebook. But anywho, there's been a lot of people who've really freaked out, gotten upset about it. It was done. They keep saying it was done by a rogue admin. From what I understand, there was a discussion, and a lot of the admins just don't give a fuck right now. Lance is not within communication, so it's just kind of it is what it is.
So the dumpster fire lit. and caught fire. And then the immediate fallout is, because now there is no Gear Talk Praise and Worship, or GTPW, the splinter groups show up.
Well, because there's no rule against groups having the same name.
Right.
There really isn't on Facebook.
But now I'm an admin at Gear Talk Praise and Worship, as is Diaz and maybe Chris.
I'm a mod.
Not yet.
But
it might be coming.
In recent news, my new favorite piece of news, John O is a mod. Someone made him a mod at Gear Talk Praise and Worship. Yeah.
Wait.
And him and Ryan Burke are having a fight right now.
Wait. Great.
That means I'd be able to see him, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So now John's having to deal with the fact that he blocks so many people, and now he has to see it all.
Oh my god! Hold on, I'm logging on right now. This is news to me. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
I just saw his
breaking
post.
news.
Oh my!
So welcome to the
Diaz
dumpster fire. For I how long is the fallout for this going to be? At least another couple weeks, right?
No, it's probably going to go longer because somebody's going to log in 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, see that and be like, oh my God, why did we change it to something of a Cardi B song? And it's going to restart.
I can't be in this
again.
group. People see my list of groups and I'm a church leader and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, so it's going to take at least a month, if not two, for it to die. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, and at least until they change the name back.
Yeah.
And then there'll be another scandal. Well, which Gear Talk Praise and Worship am I in? What's going on? All that to say, the worst group in Facebook just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
So which one do you prefer now? Gear Talk WAP or regular Gear Talk?
I'm not in regular Gear Talk.
Okay, what about pedal boards for Doom?
I'm not in that one either. Nor pedal birds a derm anymore.
I forgot about that group. I need to find that one.
I'm ready to start purging some Facebook groups because there's just so many of them get really toxic really quickly if left unmoderated. So we'll see. But I don't know. Maybe we need to do less social media and maybe, start going outside and living our lives again.
Ew.
We have John Ew on here.
You guys want to invite him? By all means. Wait, are we going to like sandbag him? Like, why are you such a jerk to everybody?
I'll fucking teabag him. I don't care.
Ew.
Oh, that'll be fun.
All right. Well, speaking of teabagging, thanks for joining
teabag
us.
this episode.
Thanks for joining us. Go to theeffectsloop.com. It's got all the links to our Facebook group, our Instagram, our YouTube, our Patreon, our email. Is our email linked on there?
No.
Okay.
But
Also,
it is that way you can send complaints on if you felt something from that.
I felt something. All right. And also thank you to Stringjoy for sponsoring this episode. Go to stringjoy.com and hopefully soon enough I'll get that affiliate link up, or I'll get it to someone who can get it up. All right. So
for that, Diaz.
I'm dying here. All right. For the Effects Loop, I'm Diaz.
I'm Chris.
I'm Scott.
All right, we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
strong. We have to just keep pushing along. We are one. So let's come together, show 'em some love.
I feel weird putting any of this out as our podcast.
Not at all. We need to fucking delete this. Yeah. Can we start over, please?
Anytime you want.
Promise that this will not make it on the air at all.
I promise.
Scott.
Starting now, anything from the previous minute and 25 seconds will not be on this episode.
Thank you.
We are strong. We have to just keep pushing along. We are one. So let's come together, show some love. This song is not about race or politics, but the hate that resides in the hearts of men. Desperate times, calling desperate measures. So why don't we be desperate to love each other?
Let's erase hate from the dictionary. Why is negativity always drawn out? Pictionary, visualize love, energize lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make weathers, no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in community that remains happy. Never after, the world should be one. Hate annihilated, every heart is one. Love again. So
Don't buy the hate, don't separate. We're strong.